So I studied history at the University of Exeter, which was really fun, and then went into London to do my LPC and GDL, and then I worked in Parliament for a bit as an intern, which was really enjoyable, and then joined Devonshires in 2013, back in the halcyon days of 2013, into the securitisation team, and then got a training contract after about a year, and then qualified into real estate and projects in the sort of project side of real estate and projects. And that was really good. I sort of focusing more on sort of PPP, PFI, concession agreements, that sort of thing. And then gradually my work sort of shifted towards more of the construction side of things. And now I say I do about sort of 70% construction works contracts and 30% typical what you'd call traditional projects work. And as of 2024, I have joined the construction, engineering and procurement team as a partner. Working in Parliament was really enjoyable. It was interesting. I was working for Secretary of State for Housing, so it's got quite a lot of crossover with what we do now. And yeah, generally I think it gave me a good sort of grounding in work life. Perhaps it's not as traditional work as work is now, but it was really, really fun. Yeah, I think first things first, I'm a non-contentious lawyer. I like being a non-contentious lawyer. I like the idea that daggers aren't sort of drawn from the outset of your instruction, and that you're all working in a sort of collegiate, convivial way in order to try and get the deal done. I'm always conscious that clients have existing relationships with. If you're acting for a contractor, then a client has an existing relationship potentially with the developer or the RP that are on the other side, and I'm cognizant of that. So I like that aspect. I'm also, I like the joust of contract negotiation as much as the next man as well. So I do like that aspect as well. In terms of the actual work, construction law is really varied. It can be as simple as you want it, but it can also be really complex. I also like the fact that I have the projects side of my work, that string to my bow as well. So 30% of my work is projects related, and that they tend to be really complex instructions. So I wake up in the morning and I'm never entirely sure what sort of work I'm going to be doing that day, and I enjoy that varied workload. In terms of the advice for people who are coming through the ranks and want to make partner, it's a tricky question. I think generally I would say, look, be enthusiastic. Say yes to that client meeting that you're a bit nervous about. Say yes to that that conference event that you don't know anyone who's attending, because you're going to derive a lot more benefit from that than you potentially would sitting behind your screen at home. The advice I'd give myself on my sort of first foray into the legal world, so I started as a paralegal at a high street firm in Hertfordshire, and I did a lot of sort of tea making, photocopying, all that sort of stuff. I covered for the receptionist during her lunch hour on the phones, and I think I'd say generally, look, persistence is key. Just keep going. It's a long road, and don't think just because you can't get a training contract straight away that you're not gonna make it as a lawyer. I think that would be my abiding message. In terms of the person at the firm that I most regularly refer work to, it's probably Hannah Langford. She's a partner in our real estate team. She also has a strong focus on planning. She's, in terms of her skill set, she's really good at the big picture. She always understands what are important to clients right from the outset. And I think that is something that stands her in really good stead. The Future London Leaders Programme is great. They do try and take you out of your comfort zone early doors. And it helps, because the whole idea is making you comfortable, being embarrassed, being exposed, so you get used to that idea of public speaking, presenting, and that sort of thing. So I thought from that perspective it was great. It also gives you loads of tips and skills for leadership, how you deal with tricky situations, and generally I thought the course was really beneficial.